What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It is Thursday, June 1st, 2023, 7:01 p.m. PT here in Vegas. And it's been a little bit since we had a Star Wars RPG night. 3 weeks. Just over 3 weeks, actually, which is crazy. There was a lot of issues, let me tell you. Well, two main issues, and then someone had like family stuff, which is fine. That's how life works. There was Al with his family stuff, and people were busy. That was the first week we had to take leave. And then, oh my God, look at all these subs coming in. Thanks, boys. You guys are beautiful. Thank you. And then my CPU cooler broke, and my computer was crashing nonstop. So I had no choice but to skip streaming for a couple of days. Obviously, that fell on a Monday, which sucks. Monday is our typical RPG night. And couldn't play. I had to get a new CPU cooler shipped to the house, get that replaced. It was replaced. Everything was going fine. And then an old GPU issue with my 3080 Ti, just 3 or 4 days later, maybe it was 4 days later, came to a head, and a fan fell out of my graphics card, and the whole thing started to overheat and crash. I had to flick start the fans because the GPU was getting up to 90 to 100 degrees Celsius. And then it started rattling and it sounded really bad. So then I had no choice but to get a new GPU. And we ordered the new GPU and realized I had to get a new PSU, a new power supply to go with it, just for safety, to make sure it was supported properly. So we ordered that as well. And then Styx and I jumped on a call, and I made sure everything was good to go. Tested the PC with the new GPU, the new PSU, and the new CPU cooler. Everything seems to be okay now. It has been nonstop bullshit, but it seems fixed. I've had PC issues for 5 years now. This new PC is less than 2 years old. The reason I got this new computer was because the old one had crashing issues for about 3 years. So 5 years of pain, hopefully, is done. Imagine if you guys had a computer and it crashed 20 times a week, every week, for the last 5 years. It kind of drives you a little crazy. That's what I've been dealing with. So pretty much since 2018, end of 2017, 2018, since I left Twitch, which is fucking insane. I was born in darkness. God damn it, it's true. Zarian, Boorish, Styx, Valfor, thanks for the subs. You guys are beautiful. I do appreciate you. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We're good now. Everything's fine. And tonight we jump back into Star Wars Shattered Frontiers with episode 10. I'm excited. I've been hungry for some TTRPG action digitally. So, of course, in person's fun too, but oh my goodness, Zarian, you need the money for your wedding. You stop that. Get to the T1 to link to the pasta. Link to the pasta. Sounds good. Thank you, sir. I do appreciate you. Very nice. Very nice. But yeah, we got the boys in Discord, all except Rival. Rival's getting his food, and then he's going to jump in probably in the next few minutes, which is great. So we will stall for time until Rival is good to go. But let's say hi to the boys. Boys! Oh, that didn't work. Let's try the button again. Let's say hi to the boys. Boys! Did that work that time? It did work.
Yep, that worked.
What's up?
Sup, dude?
Here we are, boys. It only took us 3 weeks. It only took us 3 weeks.
Yeah,
We got there.
It was only my fault once.
Everyone gets one. Everyone gets one. You had your one. You get to have real life stuff with family one time.
And then Soma had his 1, 2, 3, 4. That damn computer. We finally got sorted out.
It's finally good, man. It's finally good.
$1,000 later.
So
Shit.
the moral of the story is you'd never have it's family issues. It's only computer issues.
Yep.
That's right.
Exactly. Get that family shit out of here. Family visiting. people sick, weddings. Come on. We all know what's more important.
Personal businesses.
Yeah, personal businesses, trying to run a restaurant. Like, what? What is that garbage? We're trying to fucking pretend to be Star Wars nerds.
Oh my god.
You have standards to uphold over here.
Exactly. Morton Salt, how the hell you doing?
Good. Yeah, just I was just telling Zarian this. I'm like probably like the most boring person because like everything is constantly the same for me. I work, I go home, play like stupid games, I go to work. You know, I'm not like fun and exciting, unfortunately. But you know that means that I'm always free to, well, generally free to play Star Wars and be a fucking nerd.
Except that one time.
Yeah. I said so. I had to change it sometimes, but that was like, you know, I had a lot of family shit going on.
Sure. Well, you know what? We need to break up that monotony. We need to toss a little bit of excitement into your life, spice it up a little bit. Yas. And I think maybe this year is the year that we get Crit City out to Vegas.
Ooh.
We'll
I
see.
think so. We get the whole group out. Doesn't that sound fun?
I mean, yes, but
We get all fucking 8 or 9 of us on one roulette table, get the drinks flowing. At like some
I like where this is
shitty
going.
cheap one too, like a shitty like old Vegas Fremont Street, like El Cortez or something.
Oh.
Just it reeks of cigarettes in the 1950s in there, and you just fucking have a blast. Does that
Love
sound
it.
fun? Yes, let's do this. Let's do it like October, November, like on an off weekend in between holidays, dude. That'd be so fun.
I
And
think we,
I have room in the house, so if there's any poor people, they could just sleep in my house. You know,
I think we should aim for like early next year.
that works
early
too.
next year
What do you
works
mean,
for me.
if
like
there's poor
January.
people?
Early next year. Yeah.
All
I
right.
am
And I was like, me and Rival are
definitely,
like, okay, so we are staying at Soma's house.
I'm definitely the poorest human in our group.
It's between you and me, buddy. I'm not paying myself very much in this whole business.
Oh, I
thing.
promise it's still me.
All right, so half of Crit City
Are
is
you making
is
30K
steerage.
after taxes? 'Cause you
No.
might be beating me.
I'm not.
Half of
I
Crit
mean-
City is poor folk. The other half are living well beyond their means, so they can
Yeah.
stay in casinos.
I think
Sarian
after
and
tax
Pete can have suites, and everyone else can bunk up in the queen bed in
Yeah.
my spare room.
After-
How about that?
After taxes, I make 24.
Yep, that's what I make too.
Yeah.
So we make the same. We're both
Listen,
equally
I'm real
broke.
comfortable if you like want to put me in your bed and like use me as like a pillow, so long as I can stay in your suite. I'm just throwing that out, Zarian. Let me know. I don't want to make anybody jealous.
Noted.
I have 2 rooms. We have air mattresses. We can make this work. Let's talk like later on offline, figure out a January, February, March visit. By that time I'll actually probably be in a new house, hopefully, if I get a job. So we'll see. But anyway, Rival, welcome. I hope you have delicious food in front of you. How are you, sir?
I'm alive. I've had
Oh,
a
no. How
migraine
bad is
for
it?
I've had a migraine for 15 hours.
Damn.
I've only thrown up twice, so that's good.
Are you okay to play?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I would not have shown up if I wasn't.
All right.
Fair point.
I hung out with 65 screaming children today, and when a kid asked me what was wrong, I said, "Oh, I have a migraine," and then they screamed at me. So that was cool.
No.
Yeah, like immediate. They're like, "What's wrong, Cody?" And I was like, "I have a migraine today," and they go, and they walk away, just like straight up scream. And I was like, "Thank you so much, you monster."
How
Oh
much
my
trouble did you get in
God.
for backhanding them?
A lot.
Aw.
Like lawsuit and lose your job kind of trouble.
Oh yeah, you'd be yeah. Oh yeah.
What if I backhanded them?
You know, just don't let me see it.
Oh, I was turned around. I
I don't know what
I-
happened.
I'll
no
be like the best.
culpability.
I'll be like the best bro. Not only will I backhand the shit out of the child, I'll let you like, I'll like let it look like you kicked my ass and chased me off
There you go.
afterwards.
There you go.
All right.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So
Wow.
you know, I don't know. I was just some fat fuck. I beat him up and he got away.
Oh, all right. Violence against children. I love where this is going. Sticks, how you doing?
I'm good. Oh man, a lot's happened since we last played. We had crazy Memorial Day weekend where we had like our best week ever, and that was good. But man, was I exhausted. And if your computer hadn't broken down, we would have been able to play Star Wars, which is really depressing. So I could have really
It's all
used
right.
it. But it's like I end up on Saturdays and Sundays, I work like two 12 to 14 hour shifts depending. And that Monday, I'm usually just a fucking sack of shit. I'm like, you better not need goddamn shit from me. Because
Yeah.
I am fucking useless.
Well, congrats on the records that the restaurant has broken. That's awesome. Well done.
And also, we got approved for some financing, and we're gonna build a permanent awning over our patio, so it can be open all year round.
That's just going to increase
Money.
revenue across the board, right? Because you're just
Yeah,
going to be able to see
100%.
so many more people year round.
Yeah, that's why it's our priority. We're definitely spending at least like half of this on a patio
That's smart.
revamp.
That's smart. I like it.
Yeah.
Congrats. Mr. Zarian, how art thou, good sir?
Yeah, things are good. Just been real busy. It's been a short week with a lot of meetings packed into the last couple of days. So.
Sounds exhilarating.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. I guess on my end, I'm happy that my computer finally works after half a decade, which is exciting. And when you say it like that, it makes me want to vomit in this trash can next to me. I don't have a job yet, but there is some promising shit happening with a couple of the companies I'm talking with, which is nice. They both have dream in the titles of the companies, which is odd. So I get to hopefully choose between which dream I'd like to see come to life soon enough. So I'm hoping to have a job by August, September-ish, hopefully sooner. We'll see. So yeah, root for me, boys. Beyond that, though, I think it's time that we roll for destiny. God, I couldn't wait to say that. All right, gentlemen, roll for destiny. Oh. Yes. One more. Yes.
You're gonna have to wait
Oh
a second.
shit! Rival's getting pizza. All right, that's an important task. We'll give him a second. Okay, Dream Hub. It's Dreamwell and DreamHack. Dreamwell.ai. It's a pretty cool looking company. They've essentially created a pricing tool for influencer marketing that's AI driven, that scours the internet whenever you put in deliverables and a YouTuber or like Twitch streamer or whatever into their little tool, and it spits out the perfect price attached to whatever the campaign is for said talent. And there's a bunch of data to back it up, so agents and managers can't fucking stiff you and 10x the price without reason. Now you have data to back it up, and they won't have a leg to stand on. It's actually kind of a cool tool. So pretty
It's
exciting.
an interesting perspective shift.
How so?
Just going from being on the, I would say, the pitch end to the no, hold on, I'm gonna hold you accountable.
Oh, dude, I've like secretly, not even secretly, but silently, I've been silently angry and frustrated about the state of influencer marketing and agencies and managers just inflating prices and ripping brands off and not getting good results. Nice, Gideon. It's one of the most frustrating things that I deal with in my side of the business with streaming and talent and all that shit. So the tool, hopefully, if it goes well, could standardize shit and sort of even out the market so that creators and their agents and managers can't rip brands off, and brands will feel a little bit more comfortable with their marketing spends. So we'll see if it actually works out. It seems like a cool tool. It seems like it's working, but it's a brand new company. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, we're rambling about nerd shit that only you and I really care about, Walter. Okay. So you guys have rolled for Destiny. We got 3 light side points, 2 dark. That's fantastic. Updating your Destiny pools. It should be showing in your sheets. Now for a recap. Go ahead.
I do have, who won? Does anyone remember who won?
Who won
Pretty sure it
MVP?
was.
Yeah.
Pretty
Want
sure
to say it was
you.
Schnez.
Yeah, I've got my
Oh,
notes here with
Schnez.
me.
All right,
Yeah,
nice. Good.
Schnez.
All
Excellent. Episode 9, which was almost a month ago, which is crazy, was a good one. It was a crazy one. Bit of a crazy ending. But to start things off, Gideon and Nazar attempted to learn more about the star chart that they found on the pirate asteroid base that the Rhodians had. It was locked away. They managed to bust open the little safe, and they found this crazy chart. And well, they haven't cracked it just yet, but they did notice that there were some uncharted worlds on the star chart that were either long forgotten, that had been removed potentially, or whatever from regular star charts on your run-of-the-mill ship that you would see flying around the galaxy, or that the common man or woman would know about. So that's kind of exciting, pretty key. And they were able to sort of bond together as Nazar sort of went on like a, I don't know, what's the right word, Sticks? It wasn't really a tirade, but you sort of spit some Sith knowledge, and Gideon kind of went into like a trance and soaked it all in, and I think their bond strengthened as they tried to work out the puzzle that is this star chart. So that was pretty cool to watch. It was one of my favorite moments last session. Then the crew went shopping for a bit. They hit the town. They burnt a couple of days worth of time. And then they got a visit from Barry, the guy from the boss office, the Bureau of Ships and Services. And he did his finagling with Vad's identichip and was able to transfer ownership of the Ashen Angel to Nazar Thresh, who had the cleanest rap sheet in the group. He said that the ship was his now, but beware, it might have some baggage attached to it. And then Barry left the rooping, and the crew now suddenly had a ship. They decided to head to Kasaltu Station outside of Isis to check out their new ship. And the Ashen Angel was in tip-top condition, but it didn't have any fuel. It needed to be topped off on its liquids and supplies, liquid oxygen, fuel, all that fun stuff, hyperspace fuel. So they essentially had to go back to town and wait another day before they could get on their ship and leave if they so desired. And on the way back to Isis, as curfew was just about to sort of kick in at the end of the day, through the jungle, on the main road back to town, came a blaster bolt that connected with Del Tenro's head. And he instantly died, crashing the speeder into the side of the road. And the rest of the crew jumped out, and they saw a man in some cool-looking teal and blue armor with a big badass blaster looking at them from across the way. And they knew that the Corellian bounty hunter that they had been warned about, Anton, had finally gotten his mark. And they attempted to take Anton down. They chased him across the road into the jungle a little bit, but Anton was able to use an Ascension cable gun and get away from them and escape into the jungle unscathed. I wouldn't even say unscathed. They actually took a couple hits. You guys almost had him in some regards. But he's a badass, and he got away from you guys and disappeared. So you guys hobbled back to Isis in your broken speeder with Dell's body. The security forces around the Isis city gates, sounded an alarm, sent out some patrols to go see if they could find the murderer and protect any other civilians that were coming back to the city. And they were allowed to drop Dell's body off at a morgue attached to a security office in the city. And they were escorted back to the Ruping post-curfew. And that is where the session ended, as they were essentially pulling up in their smoking speeder that essentially died as they parked it out front of the Ruping. And they are just about to enter the bar. It is late at night, and they are one party member down. R.I.P. Del Tenro. And that is where we will start episode 10 of Shattered Frontiers.
Did you mention that I left Dell in a morgue so his
Yes.
body wouldn't rot? Okay,
Definitely just mentioned that about 45 seconds ago.
excellent. I'm glad
Yes,
you
sir.
did.
Yes, sir.
Just reading some shit.
Oh, no problem. All right, gentlemen, take it away.
Well, what'd y'all spend your XP on?
Oh, shit. Sorry. Yeah, what'd you guys spend XP
I
on?
banked mine for the session. I'll have force rating 2.
By the end of this session?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Al?
Banked
it, probably. Because you're dead.
I mean, I have a new character, but Dell spent it on head contusion. Just bleeding out of his head. So,
Second
okay.
rank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Second rank head trauma, cranial trauma.
Okay. Rival?
I want to say I'm banking again.
Okay. Walter?
I had been banking for a little bit and ended up spending the remainder of mine. I ended up taking Improved Armor Master in the Gadgeteer tree, which, when wearing armor with a soak value of 2 or higher, increased the defense by 1.
So good.
Which is pretty great for staying alive, it seems. And then I spent an extra 10 in a out of career rank and negotiate.
Excellent. Love
I've
it.
been doing some soul searching and figuring out what I want to do, and I feel like as a bounty hunter, a little bit of extra help to negotiate, probably not a bad thing.
Smart. Out of career is double XP, right? So rank 1 was 10?
Yep.
Got it. Makes sense.
It's
Now,
more like it's standard cost.
standard cost.
Yeah.
Right? Now we can begin episode 10. Take it away, gentlemen. Thanks for the reminder.
I think Nazar's just gonna open the doors and go in.
Okay.
They're hopping out of the speeder. Gonna come on in.
Wonderful.
This is going to kind of saunter in, head down, just looking really disappointed.
You guys kind of walk in quietly, and you see Seth, Ollie, and Horace eating around the table. They look like they're eating some sort of like vegetable noodle kind of soup or something like that. Drinking some ale, some beers. And they look up and give you a nod. And they see that you guys seem a little distraught, that something is weird in the air. And Ollie says, what's wrong? Something's wrong.
Yes. Well. Oh, I'm no good at these things. Dell didn't make it.
Horace kind of puts his spoon down and puts his head down a little bit and just kind of shakes his head, and Seth and Ollie steal a glance at each other. They all kind of put their drinks and silverware down and kind of grimace a little bit.
Yes, he was assassinated on our way back from reviewing the ship.
Gideon is going to reach over the bar, grab any bottle of liquor. He's not even asking. He's just grabbing a bottle and he's going to start pouring drinks for the 6 of us in the room.
Yeah, Seth notices. He doesn't say anything, and he says, So you're telling me that loudmouth bastard's dead?
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss him. He pissed me off, but there was some sort of liveliness to that kid that I'm gonna miss. I'm so sorry, gentlemen. Where did it happen?
Yes. In the jungles.
And
Bounty hunter.
bounty hunter. I'm assuming it's the one that you guys were talking about and had been warned about, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, he appeared to be in a fancy blue and teal colored armor. Not sure if that would cause any significance.
I walk over and give these 2 drinks, and I walk over and give these 3 drinks.
Yeah, you bring the drinks over, and they shrug at your comment, Shnez, and kind of just shake their head sadly, and says, well, to our friend Dell, rest in peace. And he raises his glass and then knocks it back.
And Gideon just raises it and drinks.
As does Shnez.
Gideon pours one more and walks out the door and pours it out.
Nice. One
This was for my dead homies.
one for
Mhm.
the homies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, said finishes his drink and he looks at his soup and he's like, well, I've kind of lost my appetite. And Ollie kind of grunts and pushes his bowl away as well. Horace immediately, he doesn't say anything, but he immediately kind of gets up and starts bussing the bowls and whatnot back to the kitchen. They're not really hungry anymore, unfortunately, for them. And he disappears to the back. So Sud looks up and he says, so what are you guys gonna do?
Well, probably look for some more help and try and tackle the hut in the room, so to speak.
How many days do we have, by the way, for that? Do we know off the top of our heads somewhere?
Not really.
Zero.
You just know that it's
Couple of days
impending.
ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how many days has it been since we learned that he was coming in a few days?
Like one.
Okay. Just
A
One or
couple.
two. No. We burned a couple days, so
It's
yeah.
been about 3 days.
it's been about 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so
like
it's
any minute now.
Any
It's
day now,
imminent.
yeah. Okay.
Well, I know he hated this planet, so I don't want to bury him here. His body in a morgue. I think I will bury him off-world.
Sure, he would have appreciated that.
I might. I've been thinking. What do you know of your moon, Duxon?
Uh,
There are
So-
spots sacred to my people, at least.
he says, I actually flown security for some folks that worked around Duxon and the immediate area near this system. In fact, some of the credits I earned helped open this bar. I never actually set foot on the moon, though. Saw it from space. Ugly.
Yes, the limited history I know is a human practitioner of my faith, shall we say, is buried there in a grand temple in the jungle. And
Who's that?
I don't know much about him, but the name is Frieden Nod. He was an uprising many centuries ago, thousands of years ago.
Oh, Friedenad? I
Yes.
think there's some couple of crumbling statues of that old cat that have been defaced. Yeah, I know from what I've heard, some of the old timers talk about it. I know there's probably some general information, but yeah, we know that Isis has a storied past. The Empire, crazy force wizards. A lot of evil.
Yes.
A lot of evil.
Indeed. As well as a staunch Mandalorian occupation, religious occupation in the past.
Believe it or not, the state of Onderon and Isis is actually better than ever. The city dwellers are getting along with the folks out in the jungle for the first time in a long time. Both groups are sick and tired of being occupied, so they're not even fighting anymore. And sure, there's some gang warfare and whatnot, but this might be the best time in Onderon's history in several thousand years. And he kind of laughs at that.
Yes. Onderon has had many famous individuals, of course. Yes, I'm considering burying him in the jungles near the temple. At least for the time being.
Well, whatever you do with him, see him off proper, and I'm sure you will.
Yes.
Well, feel free to take whatever rooms you need tonight. You guys have had a hard day. Get yourselves cleaned up. And if there's anything we can do, let me know. And Sed and Ollie kind of get up, and they give you guys a nod. Ollie says, "Good night, gentlemen." And they head out to go to sleep. Horace walks by and looks sad and gives you guys like a friendly nod, and they head out to their rooms. You guys are left to do as you please in the bar. They feel bad.
Gideon is heavily drinking.
Well, the three of us, it is very clear, cannot hope to take on a Hutt cartel by ourselves.
Why? Gideon looks.
Well, an extra person would be helpful.
Gideon looks around. Where do you expect we find this person, Nazar?
Well, this is a large city, I'm sure there's someone around.
Yes, we can maybe check with Sudden Alley to see if they have any recommendations. We could also look for some contract help, potentially in and around the market, maybe.
Yes.
I have one stop that I would like to do for breakfast in the main market tomorrow morning before we take off.
Yes, yes, your bug allotment for the day, I'm sure.
Mm. Well, if we're leaving, I need to make sure I can eat a delicious meal.
Yes, yes, of course. Well,
So maybe we can look there.
What was that last thing you said? Sorry.
maybe we can look there.
Oh, look there. It's that Kubaz accent. Sometimes it gets me.
Gideon has changed from drinking out of a glass to just drinking out of the bottle.
Okay.
Oh, Gideon, make sure you don't stay up too late.
I'm going to sleep now. He kind of falls, but keeps going. Goes to one of the rooms with a shower in it.
Okay. Does everyone head upstairs, or what do you guys want to do?
Yeah, I think so.
I was gonna go up into the room that Dell was staying in and just kind of look around, see if there might be any clues or things that were left behind that might give any additional insights into family dealings, history, what was going on with him in a more meaningful way.
No need for a roll. Anything that any information like that Dell would have on his person. His room is kind of just, if you go into his room, you just see, oh, maybe you should probably get rid of his token. Sorry, Dell. You go in there and it's like trashed, right? There's like the bed's not made. It's kind of unruly in there, but there's nothing significant, unfortunately.
Smells a little like old Pantoran in here.
And Shinez will go back out into the room he'd been staying in.
Okay, beautiful. So everyone is hitting the sack, but before everyone falls asleep, Gideon, you get a call on your communicator, and you only know that one person could have this number.
Gideon is laying face first into his pillow and answers without picking his head up. Gods, what do you want?
What do I want, Gideon? I'll tell you what I want. I want answers.
Well, I want sleep.
You'll get your precious sleep. But I want to know why word on the street is that some local small-time hut is racing back to Andron to figure out why his operation is slowing down. I'm assuming it's attached to that base that you cleared out? What the hell are you doing down there?
Doing what you gave me the okay to do. I told you what I was doing. I've been filling you in. You told me you didn't care. But apparently you do care.
Well, I suppose that I figured you'd be a little smarter about how you, stomp around on Onderon in neutral space. Maybe we shouldn't have trusted you to go out on your own, after all.
Gideon sits up. Are
No.
you...
Go ahead.
Are you threatening me?
Threatening you? Of course not. There's no reason to threaten you. I think we're long past that. But I will say, I don't want to have to start stalling with Senator Van. So far, everything's fine. He has no idea what the hell's going on, and I'm trying to keep it covered on your end. So, maybe try to clean up your mess and get your ass to Ambria, yes?
Yes. As you wish.
Thank you, Gideon. Everything's going to be fine, but no more carelessness. You were an agent of a senator of Coruscant. You must be careful.
Is that all you needed?
For now. And then he hangs up.
Yep. Gideon lays back down. Tries to, but he's laying facing up at the ceiling now. He can't go to sleep. He's stressed out.
All right. Does anyone have anything else to do before we allow everyone to go to sleep and recover their strain? All right, I take that as a no. Beautiful. All right, you guys fall asleep and the night continues on. But before you all wake up and start your day, we are going to shoot over to the Ises Day Market as the sun is starting to rise and shops are starting to open up and the day is beginning. We come to a scene, a familiar place where Korik first met Gideon, and the scene starts with a Deveronian entering the place where Korik, Gideon's handler, has been staging as his little base while he's in town. And we're introduced to Al's new character. Al, will you please describe your character as you're walking into this meeting that you have been called to with Korik?
Yeah, he's red-skinned, horns, kind of looks like the devil. Bald. Green eyes. Just kind of wearing basic stuff with like not a trench, like a trench coat, kind of like what the hell is it called?
Smuggler's trench coat?
Yeah. And he's very nonchalant. He's just walking around. He's got a little smile on his face, like nothing's really bothering him.
Yeah, Korik hears his 1 o'clock. No, what time is it? His 8 o'clock walk in, and he looks up and smiles and waves you over.
Yeah. So
He gestures to the stool.
Hey, hey there. It's a hot shot like you doing here. I can't move the thing.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
Let's see here. Where would it be? Where would it be? Oh God. The fuck's your name? There it is. Controlled by Laz.
I got
Save settings. There we go. He says, yes, it's been a while since we first met. It's a pleasure to see you, Laz.
Yeah. You know, the kids you're picking are getting a little better. I almost didn't catch this one.
He smiles as you say that, and he says, I saw you were freshly in town, but why did you come on public transportation?
I might have lost my ship. You know, things happen. It's the Wild West out here, you know?
Gambling? Or
No, just pirates, you know.
indeed. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But we might be able to change your luck. I also heard about an old acquaintance of yours, Vadnobia, yes?
Yeah, that's actually why I chose this hovel of a planet. I heard Vad kick the bucket, and I figured, you know what, he did a solid for the Republic a time or two. Maybe we had to pay him, but you know, maybe I'll go pay my respects to poor old Vad.
Yes, poor old Vad indeed.
Like to call him Stubby myself personally.
How cute.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Laz, I have an agent on planet. He's been a bit distracted with the mission that he's on. And, well, I think he's in need of a pilot, maybe a blaster to back him up. And, well, I saw you come into town a couple of days ago and figured maybe you would be the right Deveronian for the job.
I mean, whatever helps the cause there, Chief.
Excellent. I will say that I don't know how to handle payment. I can only give you this, and he hands you 1,000 credit shit. That's all I can offer now, but
Well, you know, I'm not here for the money, but if it helps us, it'll help us.
yeah, he sets it in your palm. He says, yes, the agent, his name is Gideon. He's quite powerful, though can be a little misguided. He's rather young. But I say powerful, well, you'll see.
Spooky powerful?
You'll see.
What stuffy suit you working for now?
He's working for Senator Van, Corellian senator that's been stationed on Coruscant for some number of years now. I'm sure you've heard of Senator Van of Corellia, yes?
Yeah. I've heard of him. Is there any way I should introduce myself? You know, like a code word, so he knows not to like just take my head off immediately.
Good question. No, I'll call ahead and let Gideon know that a pilot and capable rogue of sorts, and he kind of cocks an eyebrow as he says that and looks at you, is coming to back him up and fly him to wherever he needs to go. But I will warn you this. You're getting involved with precarious situation right off the bat. I don't want to lie to you, Laz.
What's the situation?
It seems that Gideon and his friends, he kind of uses air quotes as he says that, pissed off some small-time local hut. Otis the Hut.
Does Laz know Otis?
Why don't you roll a knowledge underworld for me? 3p. 2p. 2p, 1 black. You know that Otis is a small fry that has a chip on his shoulder and is near desperate to climb the ranks in his particular family of huts, but he is so unhinged that none of the huts trust him, and he actually has a negative reputation with other huts, but he is scary and someone that is taken pretty seriously just because of his insane behavior and that he's violent.
You know, Ace, this might actually work out for us. Huts don't like this guy. We get rid of him, maybe buys us some credit with them. We can, maybe freely move into their space and start interrupting operations there.
Yes, fair enough. I don't know much about the lower levels of huts. Not worth knowing anything, to be honest, but I tend to worry about, and when I say worry, I mean worry, about the bigger huts. Grigio, and of course, Gorgas himself. But, yes, whatever is done with this Otis, I care not. I just want Gideon's mess to be cleaned up so that he can get on track. And on track leads to Ambria, where he's looking for an artifact, if you will.
All right. Help him with the hut, get him to Ambria. Anything after that?
I suppose if you survive Otis the Hut and Ambria, we'll talk.
All right. Well, pleasure seeing you, Skippy. Have a nice day.
Gives you a nod and a smile, and looks to a data pad that's to his right as you walk away and starts burying himself into that and immediately forgets you were even there. And after you leave, we're going to go back to the rooping quick. It is now the morning. Everyone's sort of waking up. It's the wrong floor. Excuse me. Gideon, you get a call as you are waking up, or maybe the call wakes you up.
What time?
It's like 8:30 in the morning.
Ah, no, I'd be awake already. No worries.
Okay. Yeah, so you see your communicator going off again.
I go grab it. Good morning, good morning. What do you want now? Every day, Cork.
Oh, Gideon. Of course, every day. I just wanted to let you know that I have a capable pilot headed your way. He's going to help you clean up your mess and then get you to Ambria. He's a very capable individual and definitely knows how to use a blaster. So you'll have backup with this Otis creature. And if you can get a hold of a ship, he'll be able to get you to Ambria.
Gideon kind of smirks.
I'm sure you're very capable.
Are you keeping an eye on me, Cork?
Do I even need to answer that question, Gideon?
Gideon laughs. When can I expect him?
Soon. He'll be in the bar shortly. And by the way, Al, obviously Cork would tell you where to go. So you know to go to the rooping. He's on his way. He's a Deveronian by the name of Laz. He's quite a respected pilot. He knows the dangers of flying throughout neutral space and other areas of the galaxy. So Give him respect, and he'll respect you back. He is a valuable asset now.
Gideon says, okay.
I cannot
Hangs up.
wait to hear how you clean up your mess, Gideon. Goodbye. And line goes dead.
Yeah. Gideon just fucking walks out of his room to see if anybody else is up.
All right.
He's not gonna knock though.
Okay.
If no one's out of their rooms.
So
All right.
Nazar is still in his room.
Mhm.
So
Real quick, what the fuck? By the way, you woke fucking Dell up every single day, but you let everybody else sleep in.
Yeah.
we woke up Dell every day at like fucking 10:30 noon.
To be fair, it's 8:30 in the
yeah.
morning right now, man. Come on.
Yeah.
But Gideon wakes up at 6 a.m., so he's a fucking crazy person.
Hey, pause really fast. I gotta piss. I'm really sorry. I'll be right back.
Fuck that guy, am I right?
You guys could roleplay a little bit if you wanted.
No, Nazar is meditating in
I'm-
his chambers right now.
I'm frozen in time. God has walked away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Schnez is just kind of waking up. He's got all his crap packed up, getting ready to just kind of head out and leave the
Mhm.
roofing again for real.
Yeah, Gideon just at this point is downstairs. He is eating breakfast, and he's eating breakfast closer to the door so that he can potentially grab the guest before anybody sees him.
All right, I'm back.
Even though he
Sorry
doesn't
about
even
that.
know who this guy is, so it'll be interesting.
All right, let's do it. Sorry.
I was just explaining I'm downstairs eating breakfast, but at one of the booths closer to the door,
Okay.
to try to like retrieve the person I'm expecting, even though I don't know what they look like.
Yeah, you just know it's a Deveronian. That's it.
Yeah. So I'm just either the first booth next to the door or the next booth after that. I want to be there.
Sure. You go downstairs and you see Horace cleaning up. You don't see Set or Ollie. You're assuming
Mhm.
they're getting ready to start the day. There's no customers or anything, so you're just alone down there. Horace
Okay.
says good morning and just keeps working.
Good morning. Breakfast? I just look at him.
Yeah, he'll bring you food.
All right. Yeah, I go sit down.
Okay. Schnez, Nazar, what are you gentlemen doing?
I guess I'll get up at some point and go downstairs, see Gideon in a booth, and join him.
Okay. Mr. Leck.
Yeah, Schnez is just kind of waking up, but he's got all of his stuff packed, heading down. He's just kind of seems like he's struggling with all of this stuff and maybe a little overburdened. Just getting ready to leave the roofing, kind of for real again.
If Nazar sits next to me, I want to say, as he sits down, I'm eating, and I just, under my breath, we're expecting someone.
Lovely.
I'll move you guys over here. Yep. To this booth.
Thank you.
Pack in tight, gentlemen. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Schnez.
Actually, switch me sides, please. Because I'd be facing the door, obviously. Sir?
Okay.
So Schnez will kind of put a bunch of his stuff down by this table, grab a chair, and kind of bring it over next to where Gideon is at the end.
That's all right.
I'm just imagining Nazar being like, Gideon, stand up. I want to sit next to you.
Move.
1 second, Laz. There you go. All right, you guys are eating and hanging out. About, I don't know, 20 minutes passes, and the doors open, and the first guest, the first customer of the day walks in. But it's a Deveronian, and you recognize him instantly, all of you, as the Deveronian you noticed at Vad Nobio's post or I guess not a ceremony, but his post
Memorial.
ceremony, yeah, his memorial like drinks gathering here at the Rooping, and he sees the three of you guys kind of look up at him.
I lean over to Gideon and I say, that has to be him. He was at Vad's memorial.
Gideon kind of just tilts his head a little.
Lad's just gonna keep walking in. He's gonna get some breakfast.
All right.
Hmm.
He wasn't given the specifics of what Gideon looked like, and he assumed Gideon would approach him.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Horace greets you and brings you water and takes your order.
That's a good kid. What do you got here to eat?
Pacoby?
My favorite. Look at that. Go and get me a plate there, Slick.
He kind of gives you like a fake grin, as people in food service might to a customer. And he goes back and he comes out with some Pacoby and like a hot sauce and gives you a nod and then walks away to keep doing his job, cleaning up.
Les takes the top off the hot sauce and just dumps it on the plate.
I look to my to Nazar and Shnez. Let me have a moment. And I stand up and start walking.
Schnetz doesn't really pay much attention to it. Seems a little preoccupied.
I come sit right next to you, but slowly. I just walk over.
Les just eating nonchalantly, looks over at you. Hey there, Muscles. How you doing?
Mm. I'm just staring at you.
All right. Well, Les just gonna keep eating.
A pilot is all I say.
Yeah, I can possibly be one of those. Hey, I put the fork down. Last, and I put my hand out.
Idiot. And I put my hand out.
All right. I didn't know what you looked like. You just said I'm supposed to meet someone here, and I was like, well, they'll come up to me because I'm obvious.
Yeah, you do stick out. How long have you known our common friend?
Well, that's an awkward way because I've known them for like 15 years, but I don't really know them. They're not like anything to do with me generally.
For a little background, you've only ever met Korik once.
Yeah.
It was years ago, though, yeah.
Gideon looks at you so confused because he has no idea what the hell you just said. You just said a lot of words to him.
Yeah.
What?
I met your friend a long time ago, like once. I work for similar people, but not for him.
So why are you here now?
Because some shit came up and I got stuck here, and he was like, hey, I got an opportunity here now. You could help out this guy. And that's what I do. I help people out. I fix things. Is that confusing? I'm not trying to
No.
get off on the wrong foot here, buddy. Like,
No. I'm
right.
just trying to figure you out, is all. If I come off as aggressive, it's because I am, but not trying to be.
No, don't worry about it, big fella. You don't seem aggressive. You just seem like you're not sure what to make me, and there's not much to make of it. I am what I am.
Cork is losing faith in me, and he sends you, is all I'm concerned of. But if you're not working for him, then...
First of all, I didn't know that he was losing faith in anybody. That's not what he said to me. He said you had some shit going on here, and I'm good at cleaning up hoodoo.
What did he tell you about the situation? We have.
You got Otis coming here, and that guy's a
Hmm.
real idiot and a loose cannon. But I think we could work it to our advantage.
I tap you on your right shoulder and gesture over to Nazar and Shnez. We should go join our other crewmates.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna get a little bit more of this in the hot sauce, and I'll be right there. And I look over at the kid. Hey, get me another plate.
Right away, sir. He goes back and brings you
Oh,
more.
hey, I'm no sir. I'm just Laz. All right. Don't worry about it. How much is this plate in the last plate?
6 credits.
All right. And I put down 15. And I take my plate smothered in hot sauce, and I cavalierly walk over.
All right. He
Oh,
looks
my own
pretty
little
pleased to
spot.
see that tip whenever you lay it down. All right.
My own little spot over here. Thanks. How you doing, Chief? I point at Nazar. Slick, pointing over at Shnez. I'm Laz.
Pleasure.
Shnez just looks really confused, as best as you can tell.
It's
Gideon's
good to
got a-
have someone else with red skin in this group.
I
Crack a
notice.
wicked grin.
I see you looking confused, and I kind of nudge you on the shoulder. He's our new pilot. Introduce yourself.
With a slight pause, Shnez looks over at the one that just joined us and says,
Schnozluck. My pleasure.
Yeah, Laz will reach over, put his hand out. Oh, pleasure's all mine, pal.
Shnez takes it hesitantly.
Yeah, all right. So,
Nice to meet you.
yeah, pleasure.
What do you think about our issue? What did you have in mind? You seem to have at least an idea.
I mean, well, this guy is a disgrace to the whole Hutt Empire. Getting rid of him might actually. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying I'm not a fan of those corpulent, slimy bastards, all right?
Getting
But
nods. Getting nods.
I do like to make use of things that make things easy for me. So getting rid of him might curry us favor. We could then use that favor to like kind of infiltrate and cause disruption in other ways. Right?
Azar nods his head slowly.
The higher ups are like, oh, they got rid of this problem. They're pretty good. They're can do guys. Let's not murder them or whatever. And then we, we show up wherever we want and fix problems. But the problems that we're fixing are our problems, not their problems.
But you're saying that buys us favor? With who exactly?
With whoever. It's all I like to. I go from currying favor to currying favor. If you understand my meaning, all right. It's all about trading in, kind of like debts in a way. All right. This is a shitty debt here. We're gonna clear the board. Somebody's gonna be grateful we did it for them. Whoever that is, we take their favor and we use that for something else.
Shnez just turns his head and looks at Gideon.
How much did you drink last night? You have some very loose lips at the bar this morning, apparently.
Listen, I know.
We needed a new pilot. You expect me to keep him in the dark when this hut is showing up any second, Shnez. What would you have me do?
You knew him for 2 minutes.
You don't know how long I've known him.
So Laz will look at Shnez. Listen, Sparky. All right, I'm caught up, but it's not even from your friend. I'm a guy that gets around. Everybody knows old Laz. People like to tell me things because I'm a guy that's in the know. You could use that, or you can't use that. That's kind of up on you. I'm offering my services free of charge because Gideon's a pal from way back.
I also met Gideon way back. So I suppose that our goals align.
For now. But for now is what we need to run with. There's a serious threat entering the system.
Well, it seems that we all have a similar feeling about this Otis.
Yes.
Shnez looks back at Laz and just kind of does a slow chin nod.
All right.
Well, Laz, as it turns out. My name is Nazar, by the way.
Oh, nice to meet you, Hoss.
Yes. I do have a ship. As a matter of fact, it turns out. A ship you may well recognize.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I came into Vad's old vessel.
Ah, all right.
They wanted to scrap it. I thought that would be a travesty, as we are in need of a vessel.
Well, I'm glad to hear
so-
that you guys got it because saves me the having to steal it.
Yes, indeed. I wish to also fly under the radar, as it were.
Yeah. We could do that. Don't
Oh,
whatever you
great.
want there, pal.
What I want is for this hut to show his face and for us to eliminate it from the galaxy. And then I press on to more pressing matters. So, what's your rate?
It's already been taken care of.
Excellent. Well, in that regard, I think all business has been settled here then.
Now, I do want to say though, right? If we come across like a stash of crazy credits or amazing stuff, I do expect a cut of that. It's not like, but you don't have to
Yes.
pay me anything currently.
You're a part of the crew. Missions we do as of now, you are a part of. We can all agree on this. I kind of look over at Shnez and Nazar.
Yeah, Nazar's nodding.
Yeah, what Slugger there is saying.
What?
I don't know. I've never been much for hut ball. But anyway, that being said, what's our next move? Do we bide our time and wait until Otis shows up?
Well, here's the thing. Where's he likely to go first?
Here.
He's just gonna land his ship here.
No, I imagine it will stay in orbit.
No, he'll have a shuttle carry his fat ass down to planet. There are specific spots he's gonna go and check out, right?
I have no idea. You seem to have a better idea than I do.
Probably the base we took over.
Yes.
Wouldn't you want to see her fall in operation?
Maybe, but if he does that, it will take care of itself. If you mean the landing pad in the jungle, it's hardly a base I'd be proud of.
Listen, Captain. All right, I'm just trying to throw out ideas. If that's where he's gonna land, we could set some kind of trap up there.
Yes, I suppose we could.
What do you think, Skippy? I look at Shnez.
Damn it, those names.
As you guys are talking, Ollie shows up, brings some waters, and sets it on the table. Gentlemen,
What up, Ollie? How you been?
I'm surviving.
Throw my hand out.
Gives you a handshake firm handshake and a nod. So, the hell you doing here, Laz?
I'm gonna fly for these boys.
Ah. Well, you guys got a good pilot here. So, I'm assuming if you're coming on board, you're taking the fight out to Otis or what?
I think we're talking about it right now, tough guy.
Well, if you're going to take on Otis, I hope you guys have that Ashen Angel juice up to the gourds. There's no way a hut actually comes down planet side. Probably kick his ass up there. Sets the water down and he says, let me know what you guys plan on doing. I've been a part of boarding parties before. Maybe I can give you some tips. I don't know. And he heads back to the bar.
Well, there we have it. I figured, as someone of import, he would not want to come down to the planet himself. People like him like to lead from the rear, as it were. Stay out of harm's way.
Well, gentlemen, I'm getting a bit hungry, and it seems that this is very conveniently landed in our lap today. Have a pilot. I'm going to head to the market if anybody would like to join me for any last-minute supplies.
It's worth a last look, I suppose. Wait, which market are you going to?
The big one, his bug market.
Oh, okay, I'm down. Let's go.
Laz, would you care to join us? Is there anything that you need?
Maybe something there'll tickle my fancy, bub.
Yeah, opportunity to get to know you a little better.
Yeah. Let's go. I'm all for it.
All right. So you guys are all gonna. Is everyone going or just the three of you?
Yeah, we're all going.
Okay.
We're all
everyone's
going.
All right. So you guys step outside and you see your speeder there, but if you recall, it won't start because it is a little fucked up. So I don't know if you guys want to take a look at your speeder and try to jerry rig it and try to fix it, or if you guys want to go take public transportation, but I'll let you guys decide.
I think we'll probably take public transit at this point.
Sure. 2 credits each, and you guys can head to the main market. It takes about 20 minutes via public transport. 2 credits pop.
2 credits.
Yes, sir.
These
My
damn bus
OCD.
prices.
No. Someone give me 2 credits, please.
2
Yeah,
credits.
Laz will just pay for everybody.
Oh my god, that's so cool of you, Labs.
All right.
Hmm.
So you guys arrive to the main market. The day has started, so there's a ton of people out. It's a nice warm day, slight breeze, slightly humid, but it's a lively day, and a bunch of happy, normal folk doing their thing. Shopkeepers are shouting out deals, and people are buying stuff and lugging bags and crates around. You see droids running around doing tasks for whoever owns them. You see animals with various saddlebags and whatnot, with riders going to and fro along the roads. Speeders sort of drive by here and there, and you guys enter the market.
So as we pull up, Shnaz is gonna turn to Nazar.
Do you remember where the shop was that you got your cloak upgrade? I think I would like to investigate something similar.
Yes. There's the tailor right over there. I point to it.
Ah, yes, thank you.
So she does just hop out and kind of start heading over towards the tailor, kind of looking back over, see if anybody's coming with him.
I'm going with you just because I don't remember where the weapon shop is, or the modification shop is. So I'm going with you until I find that.
Beautiful. So you guys head over to the tailor. The older lady that was working there before is not in. It looks like maybe a family member is in there, a younger gentleman, and he stands up as you guys enter. He says, greetings, welcome. What can I do for you?
Ah, yes, good morning. I'm looking for maybe a little bit of an upgrade to.
And he kind of looks at his banal apparel and just because it's this, while he kind of holds it up while he's still wearing it.
I was curious if you had any type of maybe cloaks that could conceal my identity potentially if necessary.
Of course. And shows you, he leads you over to a rack, and there's several robes on it of various colors, and choose whatever color interests you. And you see a few that have, they're a little thicker, have hoods. One has like a face covering sort of attached to the hood if need be. Some are longer than others. One's sort of like a almost like an oversized poncho. Another one almost looks like a pullover trench coat with a hood on it. But there's various kinds, so whatever you're sort of feeling, you can pick up here, and it would be 150 credits for it.
Okay.
I see you have quite the selection. You also managed to do some modifications for a friend of mine. I was curious if you had any armor inserts that you could install.
Not sold here, but close by, yes, you can get some inserts if you'd like. I am capable of such work. It would take a few hours, but not a problem. It'll be cost for my time and labor attached, though.
Understandable. Let me make sure I can purchase those.
And he grabs this kind of dark gray, big hood cloak off the rack, shelf, whatever, and hands it to him.
I'll take this one. And I'll go see if I can find where was the shop that sold those?
Just down the alley. You can't miss it. Take a right as you head out. If you're certain that you would like to modify these robes, I can get to work now, so it's faster.
Assuming that I'll be able to find the armor inserts, then yes. I would be certain I would want to upgrade them.
Very well, sir. And he gives you like a bow with his head and immediately starts getting to work. And if you guys head out to the alley and take a right, just at the far end, you see like a clothing parts sort of store, like almost like a general store. There's a bunch of stuff in there. There's boots and all kinds of different apparel.
Outfitter.
An outfitter. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. Sticks is always on the ball with the English language. You go in, and an older man greets you, and he says, "Hello. What can I do for you?"
I was just down at the tailor and looking for an upgrade to
And again, holds up his banal apparel, kind of that he's wearing. And
upgrade to this. And he said that the tailor can do some modifications and add in some armor inserts, but that they didn't sell them in their shop and sent us here.
Oh yes, I can help you with that. And he pulls out from the back some strong plates that could be slipped into the robes that you have just bought. And he says, if this is what you're looking for, it'll cost 100 credits.
100 credits for these inserts? Is that a normal price?
That is the standard price. And he pushes 4 plates forward.
And Schnez will look up and hand him some credits.
All right. Takes the credits and says, is there anything else I can do for you, sir?
Is there any extra parts or anything that I might need? I want to get the most out of these that I possibly can.
Depends on what you're trying to do. Can you divulge?
Well, I understand that there's ways to harden these armor inserts without compromising the flexibility, adding a little bit to their defensiveness would be
Oh,
something I would be interested in.
very well. Once they're inserted into the robes, come back. I'll see what I can do.
Schnez nods, grabs the plates.
All right, minus 100 credits, please. And then you can take them back to the tailor.
Okay, we'll do that.
You go back.
Unless
Oh, go ahead.
unless Gideon has anything, if you're still tagging along.
I'm just looking for weapon mods. I don't know if that's in the shop.
No, sir. No, sir.
I will wait then.
Okay. You go back to the tailor. The young man, he sees you come in, takes the plates from you, and he goes back into the back part of the store and gets to work. Tells you that it'll be about 3.5 hours. And
Perfect,
he
right.
gives you the quote. In total, it'll be 600 credits for the robes and for the inserts.
For the robe, and didn't I just buy the inserts at the other place?
The
Or
sorry,
the tailoring.
The robes are 150. The base armor insert is what I meant to say. That's 450. So that's what you just paid, not 100.
Okay.
For the inserts. I'm looking at the list that you sent me in Discord, and I looked at parts and supplies 100 instead of looking at base armor inserts. So yes,
Okay.
you spent 450 with the other guy. My apologies. 150 for the robes, and it's 100 credits as he another 100 credits as he gets to work partying them in and whatnot.
Okay. So
Feel like
700.
that sounds like it makes more sense. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
So
that's
now you
perfect.
guys. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It's 3 hours is about perfect. I was going to go get some breakfast and such. So we'll see you then.
Gives you a smile and a nod. Puts his head down and gets to work. All right. Very good. Very good. You guys head out back into the market.
Any weapon mod shops?
If you go to the other side of the market, there's another alley. It's the alley that you saw before. And there's just that one shop that you saw.
Okay.
You can go back there if you'd like.
Yeah, I just want to see what they have in inventory.
Let me see. Give me a second to pull up this gear list, if you will. 1 second. So you're looking for weapon mods.
Yeah, melee weapon attachments specifically.
Melee weapon attachments. Okay. Let's see here. Weapon crafting. Let's see here. One second. There we go. Weapon mods.
So what are Nazar and Laz doing right now?
Well, I was just hanging out.
Just
Yeah, I
kinda,
think Nazar's just kind of keeping an eye on you guys, just taking in the sights.
This is a weapon shop or a just a mod shop?
There's like some weapons, some basic weapons, but there's some modifications It's mostly just like mods and whatnot. Okay. The only thing that could work for you that you see that doesn't look kind of shoddy is an augmented vibro motor that could be set into a vibro weapon of some kind.
Hmm.
Not the greatest, but it's something.
Lame.
Sorry, buddy.
No worries, I'm good.
Okay.
I will leave empty-handed.
All right.
Cool.
Cool.
I want to look at an armor shop too, just in case they have something neato, but
Okay, let's see. Armor.
yeah.
Mods or armor itself?
Armor itself.
Okay. So you go to another shop. You walk around for a while and you see
Mm-hmm.
a place that could hook you up potentially. And you see some like shitty stuff like a sort of like a ride armor of sorts. You see a let me see here. You see some hauling harnesses.
Mm-hmm.
You see some armored clothing, and that's really about it.
Hmm.
And then some suits that maybe hunters would use or something like that.
Yeah.
Nothing extraordinary.
Okay.
You guys have kind of tapped this place.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a suit that a hunter would use, like what's it called? I just went past it. It's nothing that special, to be honest. It was called Hunter's Trophy Suit. Yeah, nothing too great. Yeah, woodland camo, get her done. Yeah, nothing spectacular. Like I said, you guys are pretty powerful right now, and you guys have done a really good job of keeping your gear modified, up to date, and there's not much else around these parts that will make you guys any more powerful.
Okay.
I mean, this is Act 1, for fuck's sake, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
All
pretty
good.
famished. Is anyone interested in getting a little food and some drink if we have a couple hours to wait yet?
Yeah, I'm always down for that there, Slim. What are you eating?
Oh, let me show you my favorite spot.
And
Hazard
Schnezel
just shakes his head.
lead them over to the cart vendor.
Yeah, the old lady sees you and she hops up. And when she hops up, she kind of like winces in pain and grabs her side and her back. But she still has a smile on and goes to pinch your cheek again. And she's already like quickly bagging bugs for you. And
Perception on that old lady. Is she faking it to get more money?
go
Of
ahead
course
and
not.
roll a 1p perception. You don't know. Doesn't seem like it though. She's fucking. I mean, when I say this is an old lady, she is ancient. This lady looks like she's 100 years old. Human lady. Big
That
old
should have had two
humpback.
blue. I'm sorry. I should have said something.
So
Here, I'll just roll the 2 blue real quick.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your 2 blue. That's fine.
Sorry.
Dun, dun,
How do I can't remember how to do this.
The dice pool at the top. Just click the blues to 2 and then hit the roll in the middle. Ouch.
Look there.
Yeah,
So many advantages, though.
This bitch is old. She ain't faking it.
So as we get close to the cart vendor and she pops up, so Shnez is gonna kind of lean back and gonna put his hand out to like excitedly like tell Laz by like kind of touching his shoulder, and kind of stops short of touching him, and goes and points at the lady.
She's the best in the business.
And
Come try, come try.
uh,
Are those crunch bugs?
and looks at the old lady.
Yeah, those crunch bugs there, ma'am.
Yeah, she like nods excitedly, and she actually hands one for you to try. Do you
Oh,
taste
yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah.
It tastes like Kentucky Fried Chicken skin.
You know what's real good on this? All right, you get some like Corellian fire whiskey, and you baste it in there for a while. It comes out real good. It's not cheap, so you'd have to charge a little bit more for it, but damn, they're good.
She says, my way's the best way.
Well, sure, your way's pretty good. I'm just trying to give you a suggestion.
I'm too old for suggestions, but thanks.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll take. I don't want a whole bag, but I'll take a cup for me and a bag for my friend.
Yeah, she puts it together for you guys, and looks excited that someone's actually buying her stuff.
And how much was that?
Just 10 credits.
So Schnez will watch Laz pay 10 credits, and he'll reach in and pay 10 more.
She looks super happy, and she says, "Come back! Don't forget, I'm here every day."
Yeah, we'll be back. We're leaving town soon, so I'll need to stock up if you're open later today.
Yeah, she nods excitedly, but she says, "Leaving." Yet. She kind of curses under her breath.
Well,
But
don't
I
worry,
will
princess.
surely.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Good. I was just, don't worry, princess. I'm sure other people will buy it.
Yeah, whatever.
We will surely miss this delicious food, though.
I'm so happy you like it, dear. She smiles at you.
Well,
Laz, and he'll hold up a little deep fried scorpion.
cheers.
Oh, cheers. I only got crunch bugs, and I like touch a crunch bug to the scorpion leg and eat it.
Mmm. Yeah, those crunch bugs taste like the skin off of Kentucky Fried Chicken, which is delicious. Salty chicken skin type taste.
So in this moment, you see Schnez almost instantaneously start putting his guard down around Laz.
Oh,
Suddenly feels much more comfortable.
Hey, Buster, and Laz like taps Gideon. You ever have one of these?
Yes. Yes, I have.
Oh yeah. All right. What about you there, Slick? Looking at Nazar.
I'll try one.
Yeah, you got to. You got to. They're good. They're good.
Gideon does take a couple if you're letting him.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Laz ate already, so he's sharing the crunch bugs.
Gideon ate too. That's why he's only taking a couple.
yeah, they're delicious. Like no matter how your
They
taste
big?
buds are, they're good.
Are
They're
they like grasshopper size? What?
They are. I'd say crunch bugs are probably about the size of like a large peanut M&M.
Oh, okay, not bad.
Like
What
slightly
shape are
bigger.
they? Are they?
Like the shape of a beetle.
Oh, okay, got it.
Like a peanut M&M beetle that's fried. Looks like a beetle, but it has like a batter on it.
If you
Interesting.
eat them raw, there's a pop,
Oh.
and then like a wetness that hits the back of your throat. It's not. I'm not the biggest fan of that, to be honest with you, but they still taste all right.
They're delicious, though.
Yeah, no, this I love the fried. It's real good.
All right, you guys bond over the crunch bugs. 3 hours or so pass, and you can head back to the tailor's shop to check out your armor and your robes rather.
All right.
Yeah, you get in there, and the young man greets you, and He proudly displays it on his counter.
Ah, looks wonderful. How did
Thank
it
you.
go?
Oh, just fine, of course. And he says, he asks for his credits, and he says, "Is there anything else I can do for you?"
Well, I was going to take these back to the outfitters to see if they might be able to tweak the inserts a bit. Get the most out of them, if you will.
Well, you own them now, sir, so whatever you would like to do, that's on you.
Yep. This is fantastic. Thank you. I appreciate your quick and fast work.
A satisfied customer pleases me greatly, sir. And he gives you like another little head nod, bids you farewell.
Yep. Says we'll give him the remainder of the credits and
All right.
take his new cloak.
Yeah, so you can head back to the outfitter with your concealing robes with armor inserts.
So I'll carry them. I'm not going to put them on yet.
Yeah, that's fine. Probably better that way.
Yeah. So we'll go back over to the outfitters and see if they can tweak them a little bit.
Yeah,
Right.
he gestures you inside and he says, "This is what you were referring to earlier, yes?"
Ah, yes. I'm
Well,
wondering if you could take a look and maybe see about some additional upgrades.
yeah, he takes a look, kind of mutters to himself, and he says, "I could probably reinforce the stitching here. Probably," he kind of cocks his head, "I could do something here. Yeah, why don't we take a look? I think I could bolster the defenses in these inserts for you. So why don't we say this guy has a rating of 2 with his mechanics. So we're going to do the same thing we did last time where you're just going to pretend you're going to use your sheet to be him.
Okay.
So give yourself mechanics 2 with intelligence of 3.
Could I alternately just change my dice pool to 2 yellow and 1 green?
That's fine. Yep, totally fine.
Okay.
The smarter way to do it, yeah. And then he's on, in his own shop, so there's going to be a blue attached to these rolls.
Okay.
And for the first thing you can do, we would add +1 defense, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And that's
You get
gonna
to choose. It's like +1 to defense, +1 to soak, or
your choice.
harder to detect.
Soak
Yeah,
or
so
defense. Or
first one we want to
detection.
do the defense.
All right, that's going to be a 4p, 1 blue mechanics check.
Okay. So 4p, 2 yellow, 1 green, 1 blue.
You got it.
Oof.
Yeah, he kind of shakes his head here and he says, looks like the stitching job that the tailor did isn't really working for me here. But we could try again with something else.
What else do you think you could do? Could you maybe increase, let's say, the amount that any incoming attacks might take? That
Some
would reduce.
padding. Some
Yeah,
padding.
some
Yeah.
padding.
Let's try that. Yeah. So this time it's going to be 5p, 1 blue, 1 black because of the threats. All right. On these robes, what are the hard points on them that you have left?
So the armor inserts just is I think that's it's a 0 hard point need.
And how many hard
So-
points do you have on these concealing robes?
0. So it's not.
No, like there's no hard points at all on concealing robes.
No, but you can use the armor inserts without them. The armor inserts require 0 hard points.
Let's see here.
So, and then the optional modifications you would tweak.
So hard point 0, rarity 1, encumbrance 1. All right, so the encumbrance is going to go up by 2 on this because of those threats, but you do get +1 soak.
Okay.
So 2 encumbrance instead of 1, but you get +1 soak. So 0 defense, 2 soak, 2 encumbrance, 0 hard points, 2 rarity.
Yep.
Does that work?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
so he
that
does
works.
it, but it's heavier. Got it.
Yep.
Yep, exactly.
Yep. That works.
Okay. He kind of apologizes. Says, maybe if the tailor and I were working together, I could have done a better job, but yeah. Alas, my apologies. I'll just charge you 75 credits.
Well, I would be lying if I didn't express some disappointment, but I understand and thank you for the discount.
If you want to roll a negotiation check here to see if you can get the price down a little bit more, that'd be fine. Be 2p. And because he's fucked up, you can add a blue in too.
But, like I said, I am fairly disappointed.
Disappointed you shall remain.
Yeah.
Well, no,
done.
all that shit stayed in your dice pool from the previous roll.
Yeah,
Eight
you gotta
P?
fix your, you gotta fix your pool.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta
yeah. Oh,
reroll.
oh, no.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Holy
7p, a 7p roll.
Yeah, just give me a
Oh,
simple
no.
negotiation
Time out,
check.
time out.
7p, 1 black.
It's,
Okay,
it's
okay, hold on.
crazy if that was like 7p, 1 black, and he only got 2 failures, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
true.
kind of insane. With
Yeah.
2 blank blue dice too. That's
Yeah, but also
I mean,
his
those
positive
yellows are
pool
real
was
good.
like
Yeah.
3, 2, and 2.
still you got 2. Like, man,
There we go. That's a little cleaner. Sorry.
He sighs. Just give me 50 credits. I'm sorry. Don't tell me when I fuck this up, yes?
Well, I appreciate the extra concern.
And he'll slide 50 credits over.
He nods. He looks a little embarrassed and bids you farewell. All right. We got 2 soak on these bad boys. It's not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Not perfect, but not bad.
Yeah, it'll do. Then the so I want to swing back by the bug vendor
Okay.
to buy a little bit extra on the way out.
All
Unless
right.
anybody else wants to do any shopping.
No.
Okay. Yeah, you can stop by. She looks happy to see you, and she asks you what you need.
Well, why don't you give me a couple extra bags of the good stuff? And I noticed that it does get cold here in the evenings.
And at this point, he's put on his new robes and he's got his banal apparel and kind of looks at her and says,
I'd like to give you this to keep you warm for all of your work and these delicious meals.
Newly armored concealing robes for the old lady. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but not the banal apparel.
I'm just joking. Yeah, she's wearing like some tattered shit. She looks like she's about to cry whenever you hand it to her. And she gives you the bags, and she also hands you a big fat wriggling grub worm for free. This is a big honker. It's like twice the width and length of like a corn dog. And it's big, plump, juicy, nasty looking bug that probably looks damn good to you.
You are too kind to me, my lady.
Little tear
And,
falls down her cheek as she takes the robes and clutches them to her chest.
Do a little trade, and I'll give her an extra 50 credits for the extra bags of bugs and such.
She gives you a hug and says, be careful out there, young man.
I hope our paths cross again.
Me too. Pinches your cheek one last time as you head off.
And Shez will turn around to the group.
All right, I think I'm ready.
He's got his arms full of bugs and
Alright.
Some hot new threads.
I'm gonna make a
Mhm.
suggestion here. All right. So you slow roast that grub. All right. While you baste it in hot sauce. That's the way I'd eat it.
Schneider just kind of gives us approving nod.
I wonder if we could have the boys back at the rooping prepare this for us.
Yeah, they're gonna love that. Let me tell you.
Yeah, they can barely cook, the dregs they got there properly. You might as well ask them if you could just go in the back and do it yourself.
Yeah, the rooping is not known for its food.
There's a good shot to let you do it after closing, though.
Well, I don't think we'll be here for long enough. But if we have the supplies on the ship, maybe you can show me there.
Yeah. Plenty of times out in the wild wilderness, I had to eat a grub or two. Not half bad. They're no crunch bug.
I like your style.
Anything prepared properly is wonderful.
All
Well,
right.
shall we?
Yeah, lead on.
Yeah, so you guys decide you guys are ready to head back to the rooping, or do you guys want to go anywhere else? Any other stops you have to make? You have your ship at Casaltu. Dell's body's in the morgue. There's other supplies you could pick up. Whatever you guys want to do, let me know.
I'm trying to think if I need any like medical stuff, but I think I'm caught up on all that.
Yeah, anything I'd want for the Otis job is too expensive, so no. Plus, I don't think there's a fucking Siegecraft store in the market, so.
So when are you
The
guys
only other
gonna?
thing I can think to do is better require us to go off world. I don't know if I want to do that right now.
Gideon is gonna kind of look around the group and say, I need to make a stop. And alone. And he's going to leave. Looking for one of the town's orphanages.
Yes, you would know exactly where to go, but you could ask a guard.
Yeah.
The guard says, "Stop right there, criminal scum."
Yeah, I find the nearest guard. Excuse me. Do you know where the nearest orphanage is?
Yeah, there's two. One on the east, one on the west. Were you looking to adopt?
Gideon just kind of ignores it. Which one is better off, if you know what I mean?
Well, I'd say the poor kids in the one on the east get adopted more. The one on the west is, let's just say those poor kids are lost souls.
Go to the west then. And I just start walking.
All right. Well, if you're gonna walk,
Or I'll get public transit if it's that far.
yeah, if you were gonna walk, it would take literal hours. But if you take public trans, it'd take about 45 minutes.
That's fine.
You go all the way to the west side of town, close to the city walls, and you are walking. Maybe you ask another guard kind of which way to go, and they point you in the direction of this kind of crappy looking building. It's like a rundown manor of sorts. As you approach, you hear kids laughing. There's some children playing in the side yard, a couple in the front. You see older kids. You see a couple of toddlers with some of the older kids sort of watching. You see a couple of older ladies chasing the kids around, and you see a walkway up to the front door.
Yeah, Gideon kind of is just he's walking pretty slow, just observing everything. He's not really I don't know. He's just watching. He's walking up to the door, Gonna see if he can find somebody in charge, potentially. There's somebody in charge, I'm sure.
Yeah, you go in there and there's like an office right in the front, and the door's open and inside is an older tan woman with white hair.
Yeah, I kind of just knock on the door softly. Are you busy?
Ah, what can I do for you? I'm not busy. Please come in, sit.
I said, um, I wanted to give you this, and I give her a 2,000 credit chip.
She looks at the chit and looks at you, and she says, "Don't know what to say. The children aren't for sale, and please don't
No,
take any
no,
of them."
no. I don't. This is for you to make their lives at least a little better in here. I'm from a place a lot worse than this.
Well,
You're doing a good you're doing a good job.
She says, "Well, I was going to ask why you would help, but if you've come from a place like this, then well, you understand." She just smiles and takes the chit, and she says, "They'll eat well in the next weeks to come. Thank you. This
Uh-huh.
never happens. What a lovely day it is today."
Gideon leaves.
She gives you a hug before you leave. She says, "It's good to see that some of these poor children turn out okay." Gives you a smile.
Gideon kind of gives her like a broken smile, and then yeah, heads back to the rooping.
All right. Yeah, so you guys head back to the rooping. As you guys are arriving, it's nearing the end of the day, I suppose. There's still a couple of hours before curfew hits. But yeah, you guys arrive. And go ahead and put your tokens wherever you want inside. Gideon would be arriving last.
So
And
I think
Horace is
I think
working, and Ollie's behind the bar, and Sed's in his office.
so. I think Laz is just telling like a story. So there I was stuck in a pile of poodoo. The bounty hunters had me dead to rights. And out of nowhere, this giant monster that left the pile of shit I was stuck in comes in and eats the shit out of him. And it just leaves me there to
Eats
get
the
myself out.
shit out of
Eat
them.
the shit out of him.
Yuckers.
Yeah.
Straight from the poodoo hole.
Oh, yeah.
With that, I think we should take a break.
Right.
As you guys all sit with each other. There's other customers in the rooping. People are eating and drinking. Not super busy though. You guys kind of have this corner of the bar to yourselves, and we'll take. How long do you guys need? 10 minutes.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll just come back at how about just 9:05? 9:05, 10 minutes. See you guys soon. Go take a piss, go load up that bong, grab a beer, whatever you got to do. See you in 10.
Okay.
Alrighty. Back from my break.
Try. That's what I'm
Gentlemen,
gonna.
hello. Oh, sorry.
Hey.
Hola.
No worries.
I was just about to talk
Yeah.
about the hidden cat in the rooming.
The what?
Right? The cat.
You didn't see the cat?
Oh, yeah, outside. Yeah, cute little kitty. Gentlemen, I have the final glass of my Elijah Craig 18-year single barrel
Ooh.
liquid gold here in this glass. Cheers, we're back with Star Wars. Figured we should celebrate. A drink to Dell and a drink to Al's new character, Last. Cheers, boys. Cheers, chat.
Cheers.
I am sad that shit is done because that is good stuff right there.
About $75 drink right there.
It is expensive. It is a $300 bottle. But you know what? I got that shit 5 months ago. It's lasted. I've shared a little bit of it with some friends. And it did its job. What can I say? It was good stuff. And I cannot afford to buy another bottle until I get a job. And I plan on getting another bottle when I get a job. So that'll be my reward. I don't drink it all the time, but like I feel like once or twice a month, maybe twice a month, I just get a little inkling for just one glass, typically like just 2 fingers. This is 3 fingers, just because it was the end of the bottle. But sometimes it's really nice to end the day with a little nightcap, you know? Good stuff. Okay, we got our final hour or so of the session. Are you guys ready to jump back in?
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So we get back to you guys hanging out at the table, and Ollie comes back, and he brings food and drink, some beers, and a big fucking plate of Pacobi. Pretty much the only thing they fucking sell here. Slaps it on the table and he says, "Gentlemen, how's it going?"
Hey there, Slick. You think you'd let me in the back there to cook something special for my pal over here? And head nods at Schnez.
What'd you have in mind?
Yeah, do you mind?
What'd you have in mind? What do you mean cook something?
It's a big ass grub that you would fuck up if you touched.
Well, I fuck up Pacobi, so yeah, you're right. But when you say a grub, you mean bugs? You want to cook bugs in the roofing?
A big ass grub. Yeah, buddy, come on. Listen, Slick, you know me. I'll pay for it.
He sighs and he says, "If you do this, you're cleaning up anything that touches that disgusting thing."
Yeah, sure.
So Shnaz will hand the bag of that's kind of wriggling a little bit.
Need
Over
2
to
bottles
Laz.
of hot sauce too.
All right, it's in the back. Whatever you need. Before you go, though, I was thinking about what I mentioned earlier, and went ahead and called a mutual friend. He looks at Nazar, and I asked about Otis's ship. Got some info on it, a little bit of info. If you guys are interested.
Well,
Naturally, yes.
any information is good information.
I figured as much. He says, turns out his ship is a Slawisi built vessel. It's a Valkyrie Warder prison transport. It's a dangerous ship. It's going to be tricky approaching it. But if you want to get rid of Otis, you have no choice. So the way I see it is prison vessels are, and I know a little bit about them, considering I'm an ex-cop. They're meant to ward off anyone that wants to, attempt a prison break, rescue an old friend or something like that, right? it's outfitted with a lot of guns. They can do some serious damage. So either A, you try to take it on in combat, get super lucky, or maybe you have a crack pilot that can make it happen. Or B, you try to stealthily make your way on board with some smaller vessel and hope they don't detect you, or you charm your way in nice and close. Or C, you get close enough so that you can drill a hole in the side and get in. Do your business then. None of it's easy. That's really all I got for you. If you figure out the best plan of attack that works for you guys, let me know. Maybe I can help with further guidance, but beyond that, I can't think of any other way to get to him. So, it's your call. Then he says, come on, Laz, I'll show you the pans I'm willing to let you throw this fucking grub into. He kind of like makes a ugh sound. He takes you to the kitchen, hooks you up with whatever you need, and he goes back behind the bar. I'm gonna have you roll to cook this. Let's see here. What are we gonna roll? We are going to. What would be associated with cooking? Would it be like maybe a cool in a discipline check?
Let's see coordination.
Coordination, really?
Discipline, maybe?
I was thinking discipline or survival, maybe.
Survival would actually probably be fairly good.
Yeah, I think survival makes the most sense here. Is Laz a cook? Does he know his way around the kitchen, or is he?
I mean, I don't necessarily know if he's like the best cook. He's just had things from different places and knows what he likes and thinks this is a good idea.
All right, well, give me a 3P survival then. Based on that.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't fail outright.
Oh, hold up. I gotta re-roll that.
Oh yeah, you do. Get rid of those blues. Just re-roll outright. That's fine. Nice. So you actually cook this thing fairly well. It's a little burnt.
I want to say that the grub itself is actually superb, but I ruined these fucking pans and I have to pay for them.
I like that. All right, that's fine. Yeah, as you're like finishing up, Ollie comes in and he sees that his pans are like scorched and like you've like scraped them as you were like flipping the scrub, and he's like, God fucking damn it, I know I shouldn't have let you do this. You gotta pay for those pans.
Yeah, no, I'm good for it. How you give me the price, I give you the credits.
Well, you fucked up 2 of them, so I want 20 credits. Get the hell out of the kitchen.
I give him 27 credits.
All right.
And I tell him the 7's for me fucking it up and just appreciating that you let me do this.
Yeah. Out of the kitchen. Don't forget your stupid sauce. That better taste good.
Oh, it's gonna be delicious. If Schnez lets you have a piece, then I present it to Schnez.
All right.
And it's red because it's been soaked in so much hot sauce.
It smells delicious.
Oh yeah, go have a bite, buddy.
Schnez will take a piece. And
all right, let's flip a coin if it's good or not. Just roll me a D2. 1, it's shitty. 2, it's good.
Uh-oh.
Just slash roll D2.
Slash R D2, yep.
Even odd.
Coin flip on this. He cooked it perfectly, but I don't know if it's good. Yeah, it's too much hot sauce.
So Schnez kind of puckers up for a second.
This is a little different than what I'm used to.
Oh, you know what? My bad. I cooked it for Deveronian. Heat doesn't bother us.
Cool.
I'm sorry. Scrape it off a little bit. I got an idea. And I go to the bar and I get some of that nice blue milk. Drink this.
Schnez at this point takes the milk and tries a little bit. Isn't necessarily a huge fan,
Should even it out.
and kind of scrapes off, peels away some of the outer layers of this grub to get at the gooey, less spicy insides a bit.
I believe this may take a little attempt to adjust to the Deveronian heat on this, if you will.
Yeah. You know, listen, if it's not making you cry, it's not worth eating.
I'm not sure that I buy into that philosophy.
I'm just trying to salvage my food here. But should be good once you get down to the meat.
We'll get down there,
Yuckers.
and Schnez will start slurping.
Oh. All right. So you finish up the grub, and I don't even know. I don't know if Kubaz can sweat, but if they can, you are. And
Oh yeah.
Gideon, Nazar. I mean, you guys are watching this scene unfold. How do you guys react to the slurping of a grub?
I feel like it is just watching. with a
Nazar's
weird
seen
frown.
worse. 100%.
Fair enough. All right. As you guys are eating, the last customers kind of leave, and the place is closed up, and you guys are sitting at your table, left with the information that Ollie gave you.
Well, we knew he would come in a fancy ship. I believe it's called the Last Laugh.
That's right.
So I'm an all right pilot. But I want to talk up my skills here. I'm not like flying through like weird trenches, avoiding, crazy fire, shooting at things the size of womp rats. That's not me. All right. You want someone to take you A to B, try get past some pirates, no problem. All right. I can fly us up there, but getting onto that ship or beating it in combat is probably not a thing we're looking to do.
So, do you believe you can do it or not?
Oh yeah, I believe I can fly us up there. I'm just saying that if it comes to like combat, we're running. I don't have it. I'm not like Mr. Hot Shot Ace Pilot, like going this way and that way, avoiding blaster fire from a ship that has 20,000 guns.
You're a cargo and transport pilot. You're not a combat pilot, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Like I can get us there. If some shit happens, I could probably get us out. But I'm not built to like sit there and fight all day. Does that sound reasonable?
That's fine.
Yes, I'm sure you'll do your best.
I'm saying if we found another way on board with like a smaller ship or whatever, probably be best.
Well, if you don't believe you can do it, that does sound like the best option.
We do still have that shuttle, don't we? Do we?
It's out of that base, yeah.
Yeah, so we still have the
Yeah.
shuttle that is attached to the base. We could potentially sneak on board.
I'm worth giving it a shot.
Or we attempt to lure him on planet side.
Take something big to lure him planet side.
Right.
As you guys are talking, Ollie comes back and he stops by and he says, we're closing up and cleaning up. You guys need anything else? You guys know what the hell you're going to do?
Not
Um,
really.
We're going to kill a hut.
How are you going to do that? I mean, that prison vessel's going to shoot you out of the sky if you come in guns blazing. And as he's talking, Sed also walks over as well. Gentlemen, Ollie's filled me in on what the hell's going on. Seems like you guys got a tall order to fill.
Yes, well, we need a way to get it onto a prison vessel.
Well, I've done prison security before. I'm sure he's already told you. A vessel like that, with a ship like the Ashen Angel, you could try to take it on. The chances of you dying trying, pretty high. But there's other ways.
Yes. I would assume so.
I'm
I've-
assuming there might be some restocking that might need to happen from planet side. Is there a way to maybe sneak on with a resupply shipment that you're aware of?
He kind of looks at Sed and Ollie.
They look at each other and they kind of nod, and Sed says, you know, it's actually not a bad idea. Now you're talking. You could try to, get on board that way. Say you're coming up to resupply and fill Otis in. You could try to, I don't know, force your way in from the outside. You could drill your way in. I've heard about pirates doing that in the past. Land on a ship, use a drill, as long as they can apply power to it.
The problem is, if something happens, you don't have zero. If you don't have sealed vacuum suits, you're pretty fucked.
Well, to do something like that, yeah, you need spacesuits. You need a fusion lantern or something to power a drill. You need a drill. But if you can get it to the hull, technically speaking, you could get in. That's one method. Or you could try to charm your way on board. But fighting, that's the biggest risk for sure.
I like the idea of posing as a resupply. You guys think, and I'm looking at Sed and Ollie, that you could look at your contacts here and find anything out about that?
Well, I know that you guys have disrupted what Otis is trying to do around here. He obviously thinks he probably has some contacts or loyalists planet side, so probably just takes a good acting job. You could probably bluff your way on board. You just need to make sure you don't show up with anything with weapons. You're going to be defenseless out there. If it was me, I'd take a small craft, unimposing, fly right toward him, tell him that, I don't know, you're with his gang, and that you, I don't know who was his gang leader? It was, Norik, maybe? Who was the other guy? Fuck, what was the other guy's name? Norik, he was the head guy, right? Let me check. Let me look. It was Norik.
Arch the dude I got the pike from.
Norik had the pike.
I can't remember the other guy's name.
Kenak.
Yeah.
You could pose as one of his lieutenants. That could work. It's probably your best bet. Then as soon as you dock, you storm in and clean shit up. And if you don't want to do that, if you don't think you're capable, well, I'm sure down in Casaltu they probably got drills and stuff. And I don't know what kind of equipment you guys have, but you're gonna want suits. You're gonna want to be able to apply power to a drill. That's way more dangerous. Not as dangerous as, trying to fight your way on board or trying to blow the vessel to smithereens. But you know what? Actually, you guys got options here. I believe in you guys. You can do this.
It's always easy to believe in the guys that are going out to get shot at. You know what I'm saying there, buddy?
I mean, of course. I've been you before.
Yeah. Listen, we'll figure it out. Let's see this in the morning. Take me to this small shuttle you guys had.
Very well. Well, I'm going to leave you guys to it then. You're capable. We got a bar to run here. Come on, Ollie. Let's close this shit down, yeah? And they walk off to get to work for closing. And you guys are on your own.
So, thinking about bluffing our way on as either resupply or saying that we're this Norik or whatever the other guy's name was.
Keenak.
How does that sound to you?
That's odd.
Sounds about as good as any plan we could come up with.
Did they have anything that had like a call sign or like, hey, this is 100% us. Here's our numbers or whatever.
Gideon, do you still have the fool's weapon?
You do, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's on our ship right now.
I mean, they're not going to see a weapon. Is there like, in correspondence, did they have like...
We never heard them in correspondence.
Yeah, but you killed them. You took the data pads, right? They got computers over there. You hacked their systems.
Do you want to see the data pad? I still have it.
Sure. Let me look at it.
I hand you.
All right, I'm gonna look at this thing and see if there's like any like, I don't know, names or whatever that they, call signs or like codes that they put in to like make sure that they know who's who.
Sure. Let me see something. I gotta cover my screen. 1 second, chat. I don't want you guys to see anything. Bear with me. Let's see here. Yeah, you see one name in particular. You see that there is a individual close to Otis that typically is running the show in his stead, a captain or a lieutenant of sorts, and his name is Jeed, and he's an Arconian. Well, you wouldn't know he's Arconian, but his name is Jeed.
Yeah, all right. And they just go by name, so I could just be like, hey, it's Jeed. It looks like, or like, there's no codes or anything. Like, if I was covertly speaking to somebody, I would be like,
These guys aren't like a top-notch
all right.
military outfit. These are gang members. So if you know Jeed's name, that's half the battle.
All right. So we could say we're just here, recruits working for Jeed with some resupply. That should maybe get us on board.
Anyone coming from the planet's working for Keenak. Keenak would work for Jeed, notice.
All right. So we could try it that way. How do you guys feel?
I think it's worth
I
a
suppose
try.
it's worth a shot.
It's our best bet, I think.
All right.
I can't suggest anything better.
In the morning, we go look at the shuttle. See what we can do with it.
Yes.
And then we kill a hut.
Yes.
So what's next,
All
then,
right.
gentlemen?
What's that, Zarian?
So what's next, then, gentlemen?
I think we go to sleep. I think we get a good night's rest.
All right. Is that what you guys are all gonna do? Anything else, or what?
I'm gonna go meditate, but yes, I'm gonna go sleep after that.
Okay. So I'll move you guys to upstairs. Anyone staying down, or is everyone going upstairs?
Just stay downstairs eating some bugs for a little bit.
Okay.
It's kind of
Delicious.
snack.
Yeah, I think, because it's like nighttime, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I think Nazar will just like go to his room and chill out.
Okay. Beautiful.
Laz is gonna go to a private room or something like that, and
Well,
just
Dell's room's available.
let
If you pay for it.
let Korik know that
You
he's
don't
made
have
contact.
comms with
But
Cork.
all right. Well then, yeah, I don't have to worry about anybody. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Laz will just sleep outside. If he's got a pet, nah, it's fine. Just sleep right there.
Yeah, I mean, outside is typically where other like patrol folks would hang out, or guests can relax outside. There's like the fire's actually not on, by the way. I know it is in this image, but there's no fire. There's no one out there. But yeah, you can sleep outside if you'd like.
It's free, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, if it's free, it's for me.
All right. So everyone hits the sack. You guys are all sleeping in your various rooms. Go ahead and move your tokens to whatever rooms you guys were in. I know Schnez is in here. You're in there.
I'm in the red one.
Any sort of RP attached to this meditation, Mr. Gideon?
I don't think so. More so just meditating on events to come, and yeah, more so just that.
Okay. So everyone goes to sleep and everyone is resting. It's the middle of the night. And about 3 in the morning, though, something happens. Let me see here. Suddenly,
The spicy grub. No.
yeah, you have
Not the
diarrhea.
grub.
Nez
Exactly.
gets the shits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a knock on the closest door up the stairs, and Ollie slams on Nazar's door. Bang, bang, bang,
Nazar
bang.
wakes up with a start, throws his robes on, grabs his sword, puts his back to the door, and then he cracks it open.
You see Ollie standing there.
I lower my shoulders and put my sword to my side, and I say, "What's going on?"
He looks like he's out of breath running up the stairs, and he says, I just got a call from Barry. The ship, The Last Laugh, is in orbit as of 5 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago.
Just arrived. He had it up on his data pad because he was doing research for me. That's how I got all that info for you. And, well, it's close. Just wanted you to know. So whatever you're going to do, you should probably do it quick before he gets established here and can dig around. But that's all I got for you. I don't know if you move out tonight, first thing in the morning. I don't know. But yeah, do with that what you will. Gives you a nod and he heads back downstairs. And as he walks away, that is how we will end tonight's session.
Ooh,
Star Wars Shattered Frontiers, episode 10.
nice.
All right. GG tonight.
Sweet.
GG. A little early, sorry. But
No worries.
seemed like a good way to end it. Otis has arrived, boys.
Ooh,
Dun dun dun.
time to kill me a slug.
All right. Well, everyone gets 15 XP. And we're going to see who the MVP of the session was. Let's see here.
It's a lot of XP.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see here.
Yay, force rating
was
2.
the session MVP? All right. We got Nazar. We got Gideon. We do not have Dell. Let's see.
Rip.
Laz. Let's change that name.
Big rip. Big rip.
Create poll. All right, chat. I need you guys to vote for the session MVP. There is the poll. Go ahead and hit it up, please. Here is the results page. What you guys got, chat? Drop your votes. Drop your votes. Session MVP. Don't all rush into this, by the way. Okay. What do we got here? We have 10 people in chat. Most of them are us, so I think we're all just going to have to vote. Looks like Shinez got a vote. I'm just going to go ahead and vote.
Okay.
I'm going to vote for Laz. The eating of the bugs and trying to cook the grub was cool. I liked that. I liked that moment. All right, 2 for Shinez, 2 for Laz, 1 for Gideon. 3 for Shinez. Okay.
I voted
Yes.
for Schniz.
Nice, nice. Any final votes? Are we the only ones that fucking voted except for one person in chat?
Probably.
Looks like it.
Probably, yeah.
That's all right.
But thank you, whoever voted.
I think Shinez is probably gonna. Or Horak, do you want to vote?
Horak's probably
Or-
the one that did vote.
Horak, yeah, Horak voted. Xfinity tech support, you could vote. I think that's all we got. I was the guy. All right, Shinez, you are our MVP.
Nice.
You get
Thank you. Thank you.
free Destiny point next week.
Yeah, I didn't even use mine this week because I thought we were going to get to combat. So I was saving it. Otherwise, I might have used it for that modification roll. That's okay.
I know. I was hoping that you were going to do that, but I don't think I can give you a hint, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm glad you didn't.
Cool. Well, you get a shot at redemption with that free Destiny point next week. Or not even next week, Monday. Awesome. Beautiful. Good stuff, gentlemen. This was a nice welcome back session. We introduced a new character. We said our goodbyes to Dell, who is in the morgue. And now you guys know that creepy ass Otis the Hutt is in orbit. You were tipped off. And it's kind of up to you guys what you want to do. It seems like you have a good game plan. I think it's a good one. We'll see how it turns out. And this Monday, which is the 5th of June, just in a few days here, should be a very crazy session. This is essentially, if I may, the Act 1 boss.
Nice.
So this is a pretty big moment for the crew and for the campaign, which is awesome. So GG, enjoy your 15 XP. Congrats on the 2 force rating. That's honestly pretty huge for you right before you go into this encounter. And have a nice weekend before we hit Monday. Awesome. Gentlemen, thank you as always for playing. Chat.
Thank
Of
you.
course.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
running, man.
running.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. And chat, thank you for watching. This is a nice little RP preparation type session. So Monday should be quite different. Anyway, this has been Star Wars Shattered Frontiers, episode 10. Please join us on the 5th of June at 7 p.m. PT for episode 11. Until then, a great weekend and have a good night. Goodbye.